So 1-1 here, going into the last round. Acra sticking with that Hive Tyrant. It definitely worked out better for him. We'll have to see if Divinity adapts at all or whether he sticks with that build. Obviously, we saw the Hive Tyrant much more able to deal with that melee power that Divinity was bringing onto the field.
Double shooted, double termagant, nothing new.
Yep. Did Divinity change his colors? I don't remember his war boss being that shiny. He just looks particularly shiny in this dark map, I suppose.
You know, I haven't paid much attention to the color of the war boss.
So both big bad guys rolling into the middle. War boss going for the VP while the Hive Tyrant goes for the wreck. And double termagants with some spores coming onto the field for Acra. Did he use spores last game? I don't think he did.
I don't believe so. That's a really good decision, especially if he goes double slugger again. Slugger's down bottom, attacking some termagant or hormagants. And the spore mines going to back them up.
Yeah, man.
Divinity going triple shooter this time, changing it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the face of oh wow, the spore mines might be bugged. I see one spore moving way out, and oh, there come the rest of them. All right. Look how far split up those spore mines are, though.
They were just asleep back there a little bit.
Yeah, but as much as I hate spore mines, I love spore mines because it's such a mind game, really, when it comes down to it. Like, you don't even have to blow them up, you just have to move them towards your enemy, and there's not much they can do but fall back. Hive Tyrant moving into point blank range, trying to distract these shooters, trying to bait them in while those spore mines move in. He's staying on there till the last second. Big shooter's coming out though, he's going to be in trouble. He might have waited a bit too long. Spore mines going down, and I don't think without the big shooters, those shooter boys aren't going to be able to finish that Hive Tyrant. So wow, perfectly played by Acra. Managed to get those spore mines in, got his Hive Tyrant out. Meanwhile, the war boss capping some power and top side of the map here.
Good thing about that is Acra took all of his damage on the Hive Tyrant, which will just heal up fairly quickly.
Yep, completely wrecked for your loss. Exactly. Two gens going down for Acra. In the meantime, Divinity going to be a bit behind in tech here if he doesn't pop some gens here soon.
Especially if he keeps building up big shooters.
Well, I feel like against that Hive Tyrant, you're going to want those big shooters.
The spore mines are gone.
Yeah, those spore mines finally down, and one of the termagants upgraded, getting some Raveners as well.
Switching it back up a little bit. I think Ravener against triple shooter will do much better than it would against the double slugger build.
No, I mean, Divinity's trying to adapt, and Acra's turning it right back around on him, too. Slug is going in, trying to kill some power on the bottom while the main engagement happens in the center here. But of course, Termagant's coming in from all sides. That Hive Tyrant might be in trouble this time. No, still got 100 HP. He'll be alright.
Knocked over one of those shooters and has to retreat.
Oh man! Oh, good use of aiming. What's that? Nice stomp by the war boss. And Slug has actually managed to knock that power out down here. I would just decap that, but gonna go for the generator kill. Hormagants are moving in after all. And both those termagants are coming as well.
I was about to say, I think the sluggers can take on hormagants 1v1, but
not with all that supporting fire. Termagant's actually trying to melee some sluggers out. Oh, managed to get one.
Oh, look at that poor all-white slugger. Acra's got the double Ravener. He is taking so much damage with these hive tyrant. By the time he gets in there, he's got to get out.
But you know, that's all he needs, because that's keeping the fire off of these Raveners and allowing them to get their burrow strikes. And as you can see, despite that hive tyrant being extremely low in HP, he had completely forced Divinity out of there.
It's true. And meanwhile, these Termagants are down here killing power. Looks like Divinity's going to take his entire army down to respond to that.
Getting a power thingy up, boss. Our generator's under attack.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Those Raveners get in here too. Oh, he didn't pull them quite over far enough.
Oh man, a lot of damage going on those Termagants back there. Sluggers might take him out.
No,
wow, one of them got out. And the Ardboy's going off. Those Sluggers chopping up some Hormagaunts though.
Almost just topping that building right there.
Yep, and that's what he's doing.
They just can't do anything about being in a building.
No, sir, they cannot. Both of these races, particularly weak against garrisons in Tier 1. And you know what I'd like to see in Tier 2? I want to see some sticks. I think against this, I think against this giant mid-range blob, some sticks could be very useful. I know.
The Termagants are moving around together, but I don't. The Raveners. Yeah, it would be interesting.
I don't know. I never see sticks used in solos. I know they. I know they're not really suited for solos too well, but it would be interesting to see how it worked out.
No, the pros have definitely stated that sticks don't work in 1v1, therefore nobody will use them.
Yeah, that's one issue I have with the DAO community, is the top players kind of declare something so, call everyone else dumb on game replays, and then it becomes fact. But, definitely a finesse unit, feast or famine kind of unit with the sticks. But we'll see how it goes. Ravener's going for a burrow strike right in the middle of all those
shooters are already pretty hurt.
Yeah, they're gonna need to get out of there. And where are those shooters going?
Wrong squad.
Up and around, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's.
Oh man, and that actually cost him a squad too. Very unfortunate. Wow, what an odd retreat path that was.
It looked like he retreated the wrong squad first. He retreated the one that was not in melee.
Yeah, I saw that. But that's gonna be brutal. Stormboy's coming on the field actually for Divinity right here. Always fun seeing those Tier 1 units coming out in Tier 2. Getting that knob immediately.
You kinda need to. That knob is what makes Stormboys effective.
Oh yeah, especially in Tier 2.
Against ranged, you kinda get that.
You need that stun.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm trying to say, even though I'm not doing it very well.
Go ahead, boss.
But Divinity hasn't been doing too much damage here on the VPs, 480 to 350. But he's done a pretty good job of keeping them from draining too terribly bad.
Yeah, but he's back to like building all his power over again multiple times, which is really going to hurt him as orcs.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I was saying in one of the earlier games, is that it's almost more important to keep orcs rec starved than it is to keep them power starved. Of course, when they're one and the same, it never hurts either.
Ready for action, boss.
Acra has not yet built anything Tier 2. He might be waiting for this 40 power to build his own throw. He did get the Devourers on both Raveners, however. That Slugger squad is getting demolished.
here come the Storm Boys stunning that Hive Tyrant. Burrow Strike coming in, but those Raveners have to instantly retreat. And those Storm Boys proving their worth already in this first engagement here. Not really doing too much damage, but forcing the gigs off.
He's about to go invulnerable.
Oh yeah, there he is. He's just baiting those Storm Boys in. The Wog going off there. But that Hive Tyrant still has to fall back. And hopefully Divinity gets his chance to return the Power Bash here and hopefully even out this tech race a little bit.
Acra gets himself a Venom Brood to provide the Synapse, make it complete Rage Blob.
Those Storm Boys probably jumping in prematurely here, I think. They've got no support. Yeah, they're going to have to get out of there. I really wouldn't have
behind
jumped
the truck
in.
is that Venom Brood.
Yep, and he sees that he's going the right direction. That truck turns it around and hightails it out of there. Everything's hopping out of the truck, but the truck's falling back. Everything's moving in.
Now.
Yeah, completely different build from the High Tyrant last game. Oh no, that truck's out of control. There it goes. Man, not looking good for Divinity at all right here.
Still does have a fair amount of points on the map as far as wreck and points, but I think that's all about to change here. He still has to rebuild his power at some point.
Yeah.
He does not have the wreck to do that.
No, I mean, he's now got no tier 2 units on the field and no power on the field either. Meanwhile, Acra's High Tyrant's pimped out with some nasty weaponry and armor. And we've got Venom Brutes and Devour Raveners on the field.
Oh, those Venom Brutes can get out. Yes, they do.
And
I really think he needs
that,
to get a third war gear on that Hive Tyrant. The one that makes the aura where units around him do less damage.
That's the Psychic Scream.
Psychic Scream?
Yes. Oh man. Hive Tyrant just barely sneaking out of there with 60 HP. But a 3 cap on the map right now for Acra.
And unfortunately, this is not against Nids. You really can't jump into the base and kill the hero because it doesn't matter which way the turrets are facing. Nid turrets have 360.
Yeah. There's no real way to get in there, hop in, and kill that instant suppression.
Oh, behind these shooters of these Raveners, they got out.
They're just falling back right now. Oh man, and getting a couple melee hits in there. 2 sync kills right there for that Ravener squad. Storm Boy's trying to kill some power over here, but they're going to have to retreat as soon as this Hive Tyrant gets in here.
Oh, the Raveners are trying to get in the retreat path, but didn't do.
Yep, again, those Storm Boys jumped into the right position. And we're going to probably be seeing the same thing we saw last game, as Acra's going to be just storming ahead into Tier 3. He doesn't need to buy anything else in Tier 2 to control what Divinity has on the field.
I mean, Divinity still has no power. He never really... He's not ever worried about Divinity getting into Tier 3.
No, not at all. Weird Boy coming on the field, that might be pretty useful here. Oh man. You know how good a pile of sticks would have looked when those Raveners and Termagants were hanging out together? Nice. I just like stick models. Venom Cannon taking out the last bit of Divinity's power.
Yeah, I mean, they're just killing that node over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, the VPs are ticking off quick. Venom Brood's actually just hiding behind some yellow cover right now, just trying to draw out those shooter boys.
There's the Weird Boy. Oh, and he gets a zap off on retreat to the base.
Oh man, got quite a few gaunts there on retreat.
When you see a mass retreat, not that one wasn't too bad, but when you see a mass retreat and get a zap from your war boss on it on its way back into base, you know that it's going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, because they can't do anything but watch that zap bounce around. So Acra, almost tier 3 now, really bashing this power farm just isn't really going to accomplish much for Divinity. Orcs are definitely all about aggression and pushing the map, but Divinity I feel like kind of needs to play defensively. Just try to stall out those VPs and get some power on the field or something.
Really hasn't used any of his red up to this point.
Yeah, but I mean the war boss.
It's not like he can use a rock, but
yeah, the war boss's ability is you kind of have to trick them into committing to a melee fight before you can drop those and really cause the hurt.
that right now would be great.
Yeah, those sluggers could really use, if they had used Use Your Choppas, they probably would have taken out that brood, I think.
Either way, Divinity does look like he's getting a good push here.
Yeah, no, this is an excellent push for Divinity. That Hive Tyrant, did he already? I don't think he used his invulnerability yet, so he's going to be able to stall here for a little while. And see, the shooters should just kill the power now. Just blast that power while that guy's invulnerable. But yeah,
these Ravagers are back out. The shooters can't stay long.
Hard Boys would have been good there to negate a lot of that melee damage. Why doesn't that warp? Oh, there goes the warp vomit. It misses one of the squads though, and that Weird Boy has to get out of there. Luckily, that Hive Tyrant couldn't go by and get a couple stabs on him because that Weird Boy is so frail to melee damage.
Acra sitting again with 1,000 wreck.
Yeah, and we're seeing the same situation we saw last game.
Ready for duty, boss. Ready, boss. The boys need themselves a nod, they do.
It's really at this point just again a countdown. I mean, Divinity could still pull this back, but it's going to take some magic.
No, and as we've seen before, the orc magic can definitely happen, but I'm not sure if this is the game for it. Carnifex coming onto the field. Slug is coming onto the field. He's just going to go invulnerable probably. Oh, nope, he does fall back. Might not have been off cooldown yet.
There in the middle of that pilot, one probably wouldn't have been worth using anyway.
We've got 100 points left.
100 points left for Divinity. 350 points for Acra. Acra's just got all the time in the world to regroup and push back out on the map when he's ready.
And that Weird Boy takes so much damage.
Yep. Yeah, seeing that burrow strike, he just had to get out of there.
And look at that, Acra did all of that Storm Boy jump by just moving his units around too.
Yep. Oh, Warboss doing a super slow charge there with that crippling poison. And now with that
Carnifex, I almost think should just head to base.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Right, we'll get the post up.
you can see that spiky,
Oh, he does have
spiky
claw on the war
Carnifex.
boss though. So.
Nice shot by that Weird Boy. Perfect. Right in the middle of that pile of Raveners.
We added to the post, boss.
Oh, perfect. Knock that Hive Tyrant back. Charge in on those Termagants. But again, he's focusing his shooter boys on that Hive Tyrant when he's invulnerable. Should have taken out those Termagants in the meantime. And here, oh no! Some nasty friendly fire from that weird boy. There he goes.
All the time. Can't control that weird boy sometimes.
No, and a lot of players say, I've mentioned before, yeah, keep that weird boy on melee stance when you're not worried about it. 50 points.
Nice to get the jump and get the Hive Tyrant on retreat, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, that's going to be the game too because Divinity can't get these VPs back in time. So, wow, Acra showing that the Hive Tyrant doesn't mess around with orcs after losing the first round with that Lictor.
Man, that was a great set of 3 games. Oh,
oh man, Tyranniform right in the middle of the base, almost taking out those Storm Boys instantly.
Unnecessary, Acra. Unnecessary.
Divinity staying good-mannered though. Drops a smiley face in the GG. Always like to see that. And heck of a game right there. Lots of fun, lots of fun. And you can see by the score, that was pretty one-sided right there. Getting a 300 more power, a major unit score advantage, and Hive Tyrant was sitting on level 4 while Warboss was kind of just relegated to capping points there. So anyways, heck of a game. Acra's going to be moving up. Divinity's heading down to that loser's bracket for another chance to bring it on back.